Have you ever wondered if being too honest in your relationship could actually harm it? You might think honesty is always the best policy, but is there a point where it does more harm than good? In this video, we will uncover where to draw the line between honesty and oversharing. Let's dive in together and find that sweet spot where honesty helps instead of hurts. Here is what we will tackle today. Is there such a thing as being too honest in a relationship? What are the type of truths you should think twice before sharing? How can you balance honesty without hurting your partner? When is the right time to keep things to yourself? Is it possible to build trust without being completely honest? Can white lies actually help in a relationship? How do you repair the damage if you have been too honest before? What does too honest even mean? Aren't we supposed to tell our partners everything? Yes, honesty is important, but being too honest can sometimes create unnecessary hurt or insecurity. For example, sharing every little thought or criticism might overwhelm your partner instead of helping the relationship grow. The key is understanding the difference between helpful honesty and harmful honesty. But wait, how do you know which truths are helpful and which ones might harm your partner? Have you ever blurted out something and instantly regretted it? Let's talk about the truths that might need a little filtering. Certain truths like past relationships or minor irritations might not always need to be shared in detail. It's not about lying, it's about considering how the information will impact your partner. For example, saying, "I don't like how you look in that outfit," might be honest but isn't necessarily helpful. Instead, you could focus on what you do like about them. But how do you balance this? How do you stay honest without accidentally hurting your partner? What about you? Have you ever faced a situation where honesty backfired in your relationship? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your stories. Is there a way to say things without sounding hurtful? Yes. The trick lies in how you communicate. Use a kind tone and focus on solutions instead of problems. For example, instead of saying, "You never help around the house," try, "I would really appreciate your help with some of the chores." It's the same message but delivered in a way that's easier to accept. But what if the truth you are holding back feels really important? Should you always say it, or are there times when it's better to stay quiet? Does keeping a secret mean you are being dishonest? Not necessarily. Some truths aren't meant to be shared because they serve no purpose other than to create tension. For instance, if your partner's cooking isn't great, you can still appreciate the effort they put in without pointing out every flaw. Knowing when to keep quiet can actually strengthen your relationship by avoiding unnecessary negativity. But does being selective about what you share mean you are risking trust? Or can trust be built in other ways? Can you really have trust in a relationship if you don't tell your partner everything? Absolutely. Trust is built on consistency, reliability, and emotional safety, not just sharing every detail of your life. Being honest about the important things like your feelings, future plans, or shared goals is what truly matters. Your actions often speak louder than your words when it comes to trust. But what about those harmless little lies we all tell? Could they actually help our relationship? What do you think about these lies? Do you think they are harmless or dangerous? Pause the video and share your perspective in the comments below before we discuss that in the next point. Have you ever told a little lie just to avoid hurting someone's feelings? Was that wrong? Not necessarily. White lies, like saying dinner was amazing when it wasn't, can sometimes preserve harmony in a relationship. The key is to use them sparingly and only in situations where the truth would not add any value. Overusing white lies, however, can lead to bigger trust issues. So use them wisely. Now, what if you have already been too honest and hurt your partner? Can you repair the damage? Is it too late to fix things if you have already said something hurtful? It's never too late. Start by apologizing sincerely and acknowledging the hurt you caused. Then, explain your intentions. Often, people are hurt by what they think you meant, not what you actually meant. Going forward, practice filtering your words and communicating with empathy. Repairing trust takes time, but it's definitely possible with effort and consistency. Relationships are all about balance, being open while also being kind. So, what do you think? Can there really be such a thing as too honest? Let me know in the comments and tell me one thing you learned from this video. Your comments really motivate me to create more content for you. If you have liked this video, I would request you to subscribe to my channel, and you can also check out the videos that are on the screen. They are also informative.